you lovely people, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name's Kirsten and I adventure in art and craft because it is an adventure, because quite often I don't know what's going to happen when I start out, as is this example. This came from Karen's freebie, Karen at Creative Paper Artisan, over on her Facebook group. You'll get freebies every Friday, like a lot of the Facebook groups, and this was one of the freebies. I think it was last week or the week before. Well, anyway, you can still get the freebies even past the time. And I was going to make this into a little matchbook notepad. And I was gaily going along. I'd got to this far, and then I realised I'd stamped it upside down. So I thought, oh well, I could just do it anyway. And then I thought, it'll just annoy me. Do it again, Kirsten. So I'm going to do it again. And I thought, I'll put the camera on and do it again. Let the people learn from your mistakes. So I've already cut out another one. Starts like that. It got kind of distressed by the inking and the folding and things. I was really interested because I inked it, I stamped it, and then I used distressed crayons to put some background behind it, and it's kind of gone through here, and I actually love the way it's distressed that. The folds, not so much there because it's not so much ink on there. It's this, again, it's the, like with the embossing, it's the paper that does it. Anyway, I'm prattling already. Let's put that one aside just now and let's concentrate on this one. And this time, no, I think I'm still going to stamp it first, because I think if I distress it first, then you need to stamp over it. And I'm not convinced that stamping over any of the distressed products works terribly well. That you can disagree with me if you wish. I'm quite okay with people disagreeing with me. I'm just making sure I'm doing it the right way up this time. That one's... So if I have them both, if you're wondering what I'm doing there, right. If I have them both the same way, this one is wrong, so I want this one to be the other way up. Did that make sense? I hope it did. So I decided to use the Sweet Plum for my inking, and I'm using this All and Create stamp, which is called Endless Circles. Can you see that? There we go. Endless Circles. And it's number 618. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some colour on the background, and I used, I'll bring this one, tea dyes that colour, then picked raspberry is the pinky colour, and gathered twigs is the kind of dark, with just little bits of dark on there. A bit of... So let's start with the tea dye, and all I do is scoot some in. Now because I've got one of these sheets down, I just do it on the sheet, but you can do it on your white pad. If you've got one of these Tim Holtz mats, you can do it on your white pad. And then find your water, Kirsten. Squish some water on it, and that just dissolves it off. And then I'm just going to randomly, I'm saying randomly, I'm going to do 3 ducks, one that side, then on the same side down the bottom. I don't mind that it's gone over the edge, and then a kind of one that goes this way in the middle. Another wee bit. There we go. That's probably it. And we'll get a bit of cloth just to wipe that up. Right, so that's tea dye done. Now for some picked raspberry. No, Kirsten, not now for some picked raspberry. Now to dry it, give it a bit of dry first. Right, I'm just going to dry it on the back as well. Well, we have got some of the colours come through in the back. So sometimes that will straighten it out a wee bit, but not this time. Right. Now what I'm going to do now to see if I can straighten it is, this is a pair of travelling tongs. You can pick them up for, I don't even think these cost me £5. I got them to iron out bits of ribbons when I want bits of ribbon flat, or bits of sari silk when I want them flat, but they also work for bits of paper as well. So let's just, but what you've got to do is don't hang around. Okay, so now let's make the papers for inside it. I have this case, it's just got all the papers I've started using and bits of papers left and things. So let's see what we've got in here. We've got some rice paper, might use some of that. Oh, actually that's probably a better size. And there's some tea dye paper. There's a bit of that, although those lines are going the wrong way. There's a bit of that. What else have we got? Anything? That's line. Those lines are better, so let's just have one of those with the lines going the right way. I don't really think I've got anything else in here that's suitable for using, but what I might do is I might add, should we add a bit of, that's not quite long enough. Oh, there's some 4-rise paper. That's not quite long enough either. But does that matter? Probably not. There we go. There's another bit of 4-rise paper. And there's a bit of paper there as well. I think we've got enough there to make a wee booklet, haven't we? Right, so let's start by having it the same size as, make me all these papers no bigger than that. So if the easiest way to do this would be, now we've got that one, would be to use that as my mark and just tear these. Now this is, as I said, 4-rise paper, and this doesn't always tear very well. Oh, no, we've done that. That's a success. So we've got oh, see, that's even got some stamping on there, but maybe I'll turn that over the other way then. Or maybe I won't, maybe I'll put that around the other way because that's going to have to be shortened anyway. But let's get them all up that way. And right, let's attach these in here. So we need to do our, I'm going to sit down to work out, this is this this is where it's a case of remembering how you want it at the end. So I want this butterfly to be in there. So this is the bit that's going to hide the paper clip. So we'll fold this one back first. Now you can score this, you can measure it, you can do whatever you want, but I just tend to go for it. And then you need to do just another fold, and that's maybe the time when you might want to actually score, depending on how you feel about folding without scoring. And then, see, I haven't done that quite straight. There we go. It's not even going to show as another fold, it's just needing straightened up. And then what I want to do is, that's my little bit for the papers, I want to take this over and I want to decide, well actually what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put my papers in. You can put your papers in like that and staple it over there, which is kind of the traditional way to do it, so that your staple shows and holds everything shut. Or if you prefer, you could staple this separately, then stick it in with your back. But I just like the whole idea of it being stapled in. And then if you want, actually, it's not too difficult to then pull your papers out. So there we go. Right, so what we're now going to do is we're going to put this paper in. Now, as you can see, you could just leave it like that and just give it a fold, but I like to do a two-fold. So I'm going to start by seeing that's where it needs to go. And I've just bent it slightly, and then I want to do one fold that side of the bend and another fold the other side of the bend. So I'm still going to go down there and catch in there. That's fine. Love it. I think we need to ink up some edges, so I should have done that probably before. People, I suddenly realised I hadn't pressed the play. So this is the lace I'm going for. And I'm going to put it all the way around the bottom, just hiding those staples. So in other words, it didn't matter what colour staples I was using because they're not going to be seen anyway. But never mind. It's still good to use. Actually, if they were silver ones, they'd probably still, you know, just the normal silver ones, they'd probably still be shining out a bit. Yep. And I just want to do a second layer around the back. Just to, I don't know why, I just feel that if I take it round, well, I do know why. It's to have the side covered. That's why, Kirsten, because otherwise that side is open. And I suppose I could have done two separate strips, but I quite like the idea that it's a total wrap round. Go. Let's just trim off that last wee bit. And that will be able to be used for something. I just need a, don't think that last wee end bit's quite stuck down. Let's just put another wee bit of glue there. And I feel it wants something else on the front as well. And part of me wishes I'd embossed it. It's not too late to emboss it. I could emboss the butterfly, couldn't I? The thing is with these butterflies, as I've said before, I think I'm going to, no, I'm not. I was going to round the corners, but I've changed my mind. I'm not going to do that. I do want to do something else in the front though here. Let me think. What could I do on the front here? Oh, I've got an idea. The first thing I could do actually is give him some feelers. But this was the idea. I had to move them out the way to get in this box. My box of small jewels and beads and things. I could put a couple of these, one on each, all the way up. Just thinking here, if I put these on, actually, they're not going to stay on because I've got nothing to attach them on. So instead of doing that, I'm going to get out my bronze metal pen, which isn't as fine for some reason. You can't get the bronze ones. There we are, I think that's enough. Oh, that looks quite cute now. Liking that. And there's some feelers ready made for next time out. I'll forget where they are probably. So I'm going to call that done, I think. We've made a little matchbook notepad. I don't want to smudge the bronze ink, which is probably isn't quite dry yet. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and maybe you'll make one as well. You don't need this. You just need, would you like that? Would you like some measurements? You could make it any size at all, with any size of long, thin ephemera you have. But if I just tell you, would that help? This is a bit of paper that was originally, you can see that that's at 15, but then it's a centimetres back, so 16 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres, and it's folded at 6.5 centimetres. Then there's a 1/2 centimetre fold, and it's a 1 centimetre over there with a, it's not 1/2 centimetre, it's a 1/2 centimetre fold, isn't it? Yeah, a 1/2 centimetre fold, and there's a 1 centimetre there as well. Okay. If you would have preferred that I'd measured it at the start and then given you actually where I was scoring it, let me know in the comments, and I'll do it that way in the future if I remember. But I do tend to, in everything in life, I tend to do things more intuitively than following the rules, but that's me. Thank you so much for watching. Keep crafting, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.